I will be discussing what a diet plan for a person with PCOS could look like. It would be very useful to kickstart your day. And it's altogether a very wholesome meal. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Aditi Guha and this channel is all about weight loss, hormonal balance and PCOS. In today's video, I will be discussing what a diet plan for a person with PCOS could look like. If you're someone who has been diagnosed with PCOS or have a loved one or family member who has this condition, then this video is for you. And if you are someone who is wondering, do I have PCOS or what is PCOS, then I highly recommend that you check out this video before this one. Before I get started on the diet plan for PCOS, I would like to remind that PCOS is a very varied condition, which basically means no two people have the same type of PCOS, and hence the dietary requirements may vary depending on the type of PCOS one has. This video is going to provide a very generic guideline, but if you want to solve for your PCOS, specifically weight loss related to PCOS, then I highly recommend that you see a health professional. Now here is a sample of a meal plan that I would eat if I had PCOS. First, breakfast. For breakfast, I would have something like oats with almond milk and nuts. Now, the type of milk is really optional. It really depends on your preference. But in my experience, some people with PCOS do experience bloating when they have milk, not other milk products, but just milk. So almond milk becomes a good substitute. Oats is very rich in fiber and it's a complex carb, which basically means it doesn't give you a very high insulin spike. And fats like nuts also help in reducing the overall insulin spike. So a breakfast of this sort would be very useful to kickstart your day. So for lunch, I would eat something like salmon, veggies and rice. Now, any fish would really do. I prefer salmon because it also is very high in good fat. Fish is anti-inflammatory and a lot of people with PCOS do suffer from inflammation, and therefore it becomes a great source of both protein and good fat and anti-inflammation. I like rice, and whether you have brown or white totally depends on your gut health, because inflammation actually kind of affects your gut health. So sometimes people with PCOS find it harder to digest complex carbs, and maybe white rice could be a better option. To manage the insulin spike, I highly recommend that you have a lot of vegetables, cooked vegetables along with it. Now, before I move on to the next point, if you are someone who has been diagnosed with PCOS and you're looking for weight loss, then I highly recommend that you take this quiz where you will find out what is your weight's root cause. And along with the result, you will be also given nutritional tips, lifestyle and supplement tips to manage your root cause. Now with that out of the way, let's move on to what will be my evening snack for PCOS diet. For evening snack, I would have something like apple with peanut butter. The thumb rule one must follow with PCOS for insulin resistance is to never have your carbs alone. And nut butter is a very good source of good fat and it helps in preventing an insulin spike. So for dinner, I would have something like khichdi, vegetables and dahi. The reason being that khichdi is really easy on your digestion, and in the night you don't want to have something that causes which requires a lot of effort from the body. It's easy to digest, it will also aid in good sleep, and dahi also is a good probiotic which again aids in digestion, and it's altogether a very wholesome meal. At this point of the video, you have learned what you can eat for breakfast, lunch, dinner and evening snack if you have PCOS. And while you wait for our next video, you can catch this video where I do a review on Beer Biceps PCOS diet. And here you can find out what can you eat for breakfast for weight loss. And I'll see you next week.